He is Buffalo's seventh-round draft pick out of the University of Pittsburgh. Dane Jackson, cornerback, a 3-year starter for the Pitt Panthers, on the line with us live. Hello, Dane. John Murphy, Steve Tasker here in Buffalo. Thanks for coming on with us today.
Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Where are you? Are you in Coraopolis this offseason? Are you working out there, Dane?
Yes, sir. I'm working out just in the surrounding areas, trying to find an open field. I have a steady gym that I can work out in and lift in, so, it's been pretty good.
How much contact have you had with the Bills as far as what kind of workout and what to do?
I haven't had very, very much yet. I'm just kind of still going on my own. I've been talking to Coach. He's just been telling me, to try to go at least one or two times a day, and that's been steady. So it's been pretty smooth.
What have you had? Do you have a workout partner, a group of guys that you get together with? It's no fun to go in there and work out alone. I know that, but you can only do so much social distancing in the gym. But do you have guys you work out with to keep you going?
Yeah, when I lift, my aunt has a mini weight room in her house, so I lift with her husband. And then when I'm training on the field, I just do one-on-one sessions with a personal trainer. So, I just try to get as active as I can.
What about the defensive scheme? I guess eventually the Bills will send you the tablet with some of the elements of what they like to do defensively. Has that happened yet, Dane?
Yes, sir. That's happened. I've been on calls. Just learning the basics of the defense, learning the basic terms, and it's been exciting.
Dane, you had quite a journey. You came out of high school like a lot of guys, I guess. You were kind of probably a little bit of a late bloomer physically. You were a 2-star recruit, but you end up at Pitt. Do you think, in retrospect, was Pitt the right spot for you?
I think it was the perfect spot for me. Everything worked out perfect. Stay home, play for my hometown team, play in front of my family. I think it couldn't have been I couldn't have been in a better position.
Dane, you also in high school, you at Cornell High School, I guess you played high school basketball, played at an all-state level, averaged 28 points a game. You had 51 points in one game. That game, tell me about that game. How did you drop 51 on somebody back then, Dane?
It was a rival game. We had a lot of fans out there, and I have to say, a lot of my points was on free throws. I was going to the line a lot, but it was an exciting game. My team, they kept feeding me the ball, and they depended on me.
With that in mind, you had offers from Pitt, Duquesne, and maybe there was a third school. Did you think about maybe trying basketball in college? Because you probably could have somewhere, right?
At some point in my early career at Pitt, I talked about it, but it wasn't really okay, let's go do it. It wasn't never anything like that. Just a thought.
Did you, when you came in, was there a moment or a year or an off season or maybe a regular season where you felt like you really blossomed as a Pitt Panther, where you came in and you were a 2-star recruit and you got offered a scholarship and you come in, you kind of find your way? Was there ever a moment when you thought, okay, now this, I'm going to start and I'm never going to get off the field, or something of that nature?
I would say, my redshirt freshman year, where I had a few seniors in front of me, and unfortunately one of them went down, and I had a chance to play in the game, and this felt like, my time is here and my time is now, and I never looked back from there.
Dane Jackson, our guest, Buffalo's 7th-round draft pick from University of Pittsburgh. Once you got in the lineup, you didn't really come out. You started for 3 years. I'm sure that appealed to the Bills, all the experience you got there, Dane, huh?
Yes, sir. It's a lot of experience playing, in the defense where, I couldn't have been, more. I'm very fortunate to be successful in the defense. I'm happy the way Coach Narduzzi plays his defense, and I'm happy I got to prosper.
Yeah, it's amazing because there's not very many players in college who get to play, 50 career games during your 4 seasons. That's a lot of football for a collegiate, and it gives you a lot of experience. Have the Bills talked to you when the Bills drafted you or spoke to you pre-draft? Did they talk about that? How, and Murph just mentioned it, you were on the field, you weren't hurt, you didn't get injured. Not to say that you didn't play with a few aches and pains, but
right.
That says a lot about your ability to be available at the pro level on a given Sunday.
Sure. Yes, sir. Like I said, I'm just fortunate enough to be, to come out injury free, come out healthy. I put a lot on the field, but you know, like I said, I'm just fortunate. I can't thank the man above enough.
Do you you've been described as a physical cornerback, Dane? Tell me about
Yes,
that.
sir.
Do you consider yourself physical, and do you like to come up and support the run?
Yes, sir. Of course, you know, I'm not. I don't shy away from any contact. You know, I like to be aggressive when I play, and I like to just leave it all out there on the field. You know, I try not to, you know, hesitate. I try to just go. Once I see something, I try to react.
As evidence of that, I saw one scouting report that described you as grabby, maybe using your hands too much. Did you get flagged for that a lot at Pittsburgh? And is that going to be an issue, you think, when you come to the NFL?
I've been working on it. You know, I've been working, you know, different things, not using my hands at the line of scrimmage, not using my hands at the top of the route. You know, we all have room to improve. So that's definitely one of the aspects of my game that I would like to improve on.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the Bills have talked. You know what the Bills did at training camp the last year or two? They give the defensive backs oven mitts, so they learn to practice without grabbing people. Have they talked to you about that at all? Have you ever tried that technique?
They haven't talked to me at all, but I recently ordered some boxing mitts. They're not the ones you hit, not the ones you swing the box with, but the ones you hit. I ordered some of those, and when I'm with my trainer, I use those.
Yeah, same idea.
Nice. Yeah, those are good.
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Well, I get. What's the next step? Have the Bills given you any kind of hopeful outlook down the future, down the road, a few weeks, maybe, or a month, or anything? Any hallmarks or milestones to look forward to with the schedule of the team?
We're just taking it day by day. You know, I have my daily meetings with Coach Butler, and you know, we're just learning the defense. You know, it's a crazy process right now, but I'm trying to soak up as much as I can and be a sponge and learn as much as I can from Coach.
One of the things I saw that I found interesting, you were asked who was the toughest receiver you had at Pittsburgh, and one of the guys you mentioned is now your teammate, Gabriel Davis,
Yes,
Buffalo's
sir.
fourth-round pick. What made him so tough, Dane?
You know, he's a big physical receiver that has good speed as well. You know, when you watch him on film, he gets a lot of separation from routes, and I can't wait to go up against him in practice once again.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. You'll get plenty of chances to compete with these guys. Have you thought about your other rookie classmates? Have you talked to any of the other draft guys, the guys like A.J. Epinesa? Have you guys been on a meeting together or reached out personally?
We have not been on a meeting together. I haven't really talked to any of the rookies so far, you know, but you know we'll be in contact soon for sure.
Hey, Dane, hang in there. Stay healthy, and maybe someday we'll get you up here and we'll get you on the show again right in the studio in Orchard Park. Thanks for coming on with us today.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I appreciate you guys for having me.